Colleen, finally national champion. What's it feel like?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's really set in. I just did a victory lap at Hayward Field. That was incredible. All kinds of like little kids asking for my autograph. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna cry. It was great, yeah.
Were you surprised the race went out so quickly?
I'm not even sure how fast it went out, to be honest. I just kind of hooked in behind Leah and tried to just stay really relaxed for the first mile, and I felt like I was just talking to my coach. I was like, I was getting worried that I was feeling so good. Like I was like, we must be winding up for a huge kick right now because I felt really slow. I wasn't really looking at the clock and I couldn't hear splits because people are crazy. So I wasn't really sure how fast we were going, and I just was kind of going off feel. But it actually felt pretty relaxed for the first mile, and people were kind of jostling around a little bit, which always means like the pace is a little bit slow if it's not stringing out yet. So I was just waiting for that time to kick it in the last like 800.
800. So was that when you started to pick it up?
I felt like Courtney was coming on her outside, and I felt her kept pressing, and she kept trying to go around, and then she would kind of come back again, and she was kind of like trying to make a move for about 400 there. And then we came off the water pit with like 500 to go, and I felt like, okay, it's now or never. If it's happening, I got to make my move now. And so I just kind of went for it there with about 400 to go, hoping that I could just hang on. And I felt actually really good once I started to go, and I felt like I still had my legs underneath me. And I hit that last barrier, and I just kind of slowed up to make sure, the worst thing you could do is trip on the last barrier. So I kind of slowed up there, and then just went hard home, and I could see on the Jumbotron that I had it. I just had to cross the line, and then I started crying.
What were you thinking? You were pretty exhausted, but also very.
Yeah, I actually felt really good, and I just I played it out in my head so many times for the last 2 years that I pretty much had any scenario possible that could have happened, that had been played out in my head, plus some. So that was definitely one of them that played out, was that I was just enjoying the last 50, and that's what it was. It was like I knew I had it, and I was just soaking it up, and the crowd was going crazy, and it was just really fun.
Was this as much relief as excitement?
Yeah, a lot of relief, just to know that I could actually do it. Going into a couple NCAA championships, indoor and outdoor now, kind of being one of the favorites and never kind of pulling it out of the bag is frustrating, especially indoors. I felt like I had a really good shot at it in the mile the last 2 years, and it just didn't happen. Finishing 6th and then 3rd, and 2nd my sophomore year here. So to finally be the one to take the victory lap is incredible.
Has that been in the back of your mind, that pressure all season long?
I'd lie to you if I told you that I wasn't thinking about it day one since cross country season, since 2 years ago. But you kind of have to just take it day by day and workout by workout. And if you psych yourself out too much thinking about what's Leah doing, what's Courtney doing, what's Rachel doing, we try to just focus on me and bettering myself and comparing myself to myself. What I've been doing years past, or the last time I did this workout, and try not to get too far ahead of myself. And I think that has really helped, just focusing on being my best self every day, and being better than I was the day before.
Are you planning on running USAs?
I am, yeah. I'm actually staying here. My brother lives here. He trains here, and so he's going to graciously let me stay in his guest bedroom for a couple weeks. So I'd have to fly all the way across the country and then come all the way back in a week. So
you making you do chores or cooking or anything?
Yeah, I'm guessing I have a couple dinners, in my future for the poor struggling professional athlete, who's going to definitely make me pay for that one. But it'll be a really good time.
What do you think about your chances making the team?
After this, I feel a lot better about it, honestly. Having a really good competitive race underneath my belt. I had gotten beat by Courtney earlier this year at Peyton, and it was my first steeple of the year and her second one, and it was my first one in over a year. So I felt really rusty and kind of trying to get my steeple legs back under me and stuff, and then I didn't race it again until regionals. And then here. So I've definitely haven't raced a bunch of steeples this season, and so I feel like now I'm really finding it again, and feeling really comfortable. In the prelims I finished, and I told my coach, I think that's the best hurdling I've had all year. And he said, absolutely, we need to work on those tan lines. And I was like, okay, yeah, So I definitely felt like that was something that I've been working on a lot, and it's coming now. I really felt that first mile out there, I was just popping over hurdles, and I felt really comfortable and relaxed, which is where I want to be at this point in the season. So I felt really good about that.
Congratulations.